Bruvs, what is good? Alright guys, coming to you today on a special edition of Right After the Gym. And nothing special, that's what we do every day, all day, except for Sunday. Because why? That is the day of rest. Literally, that's my rest day. And so, yeah man, we're gonna talk today about why I think you should train like an athlete. Because I think you should. Now, you might be saying, well, Carl, are you an athlete? Heck no, I'm not an athlete. No, if you would see my stature, you would know that I'm definitely not an athlete. But, you know what, man? I like training like an athlete because, I'll tell you, a couple of reasons. First one, I think it's fun, right? So when you think of athlete, you next think of sport, right? They're an athlete of a sport. And sport is what? It's a game, which means games are fun. Oh my gosh, we love games, right? In high school, you don't have recess anymore, and I think you should, by the way. You should definitely have recess in high school. Not just like gym class or whatever, but like actual recess. Go out there and you know, go on the jungle bars or whatever, and yeah, man, get out there and move. But anyways, games are fun, right? So when we're kids, that's part of the reason why we're just more like fit. It's just because, man, we're running, we're jumping, we're hopping, we're all that stuff, right? And so, you know, you play sports and those things all have some sort of like quick movement. You're playing a game, you're chasing a ball. Actually, a lot of sports you're chasing a ball. Football, baseball, volleyball. Yeah, basically that's what you do. You know what? In fact, it's kind of funny. When we were at a volleyball game, the coach was talking to the team members, and they're like, "Listen, we're not celebrating the other team, like, you know, failing. We're celebrating the ball hitting the ground." I don't know, when it was put to me like that, and I put that in perspective, I'm like, it's kind of weird. So we're really just like, yeah, we're celebrating the ball hitting the ground. So when you put it like that, it sounds kind of weird. So yeah, we really cheer for the ball to hit the ground. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, going back to, it's just super fun, right? And so you're actually, as you're doing it, it's not about, I'm trying to, it's a push day or a pull day or biceps or triceps or, no man, you're just moving, right? And so again, you're just burning calories, just having fun. So there you go. It's about having fun. Number two, I think that you should train like an athlete because when you do other training methods, right? It's not as fun, right? It's more, depending on what it is, you might be having longer rest periods, and I don't know, it's kind of like playing baseball. Like, you know, you're on the bench for most of the game, and like you're just sitting there, and that's not really fun. I mean, I didn't really play baseball, but anyways, I digress. So I don't know, I just like being active, and I like doing stuff, and I don't like sitting there. Even though now we have phones, you can like scroll on your phone, but again, that's not the purpose of being in the gym, because then you're just using up equipment, and then someone's like, "Hey, can I work in with you?" And you're like, and then you're like, "No, here, I was done anyways," even though I wasn't really done, because yeah, no, anyways. So yeah, you should also do it because it is a good way for you to prevent injuries. Yeah, so when you're doing you know, like just simple movements where you're just like arms, you know, triceps, when you're doing quicker movements, man, you're working out all those little muscles that you don't even know, and those quick twitch, quick fiber muscles. And so when you work those out, when you strengthen those, yeah, like I said, it helps you just prevent injuries from just doing like a normal movement, like reaching up in your cabinet, grabbing something, or if you're reaching down to pick something off the floor, because your kids like to open up candy wrappers and leave it on the floor, and you're like, "Hey guys, come pick up your trash," and then you 19 times later, and you're like, "I'll just pick it up myself," and then you bend over, oh, I singed my back, you know. And so yeah, just doing basic movements like that. Honestly, I think there was a study that a lot of people, I don't know the exact number, but a lot of people, they strain, I think, their calf or their Achilles like stepping onto a curb, right? Just because they just don't strengthen or work on that muscle, right? So, yeah, man, you can get injured or hampered, like a nagging injury, you know, pretty fast. And again, like I said, little stuff like that, you really take for granted. just being able to turn and move your back until you cinch your back, and then everything that you do, you find out, oh my gosh, I use my hip, my waist, and my back to do literally everything. So if you hurt your arm, you're like, okay, I can't use that arm. You know, kind of similar when you with your leg, like you use your leg, but I guess you can use crutches. But still, like, you use your back for everything. So again, if you do functional training or athletic training of some sort, then you're working on those turns and twists, and you're working on just overall mobility and flexibility and just movement, right? And so yes, I think that you definitely should train like an athlete. That doesn't mean that you need to do like crazy plyometric stuff where you're doing, you know, and it's not even crazy, like you do box jumps or you know, just things like that. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but you know what, I think that it's good for you to do like more beginner stuff like that, because again, it just helps you with that that, you know, footwork and that quick movement, and again, it can just help you with preventing injuries. So the other reason I think you should do it is it does help strengthen your muscles, right? So it is a type of strength training, right? Or yeah, it's just strength training. So you are strengthening your muscles and you're getting your body stronger with movement. And again, the activities that you can do to do that, it's almost limitless, right? So you can go outside and kick the ball around with the kids. You can go hiking. You can go biking. You can go. There's all kinds of ways that you can do it. You know, again, pick a sport. That's some sort of athletic training, right? Even just jogging or running, all that stuff. So run, jump, hop. Yeah, it all has value and it all makes a difference. So there you go. Kind of quickly, that's my 2 cents today on training like an athlete. Again, start small. Even if you just draw, you can take some, hey, you can be a DIY guy, right? You know, they have those agility ladders. Man, you can just get you some duct tape, right? You know, go to the Dollar Tree or the buck and a quarter store and get you some hot pink if you want, or you can get some blue, or you can just stick with a traditional gray duct tape, and then, you know, make you a cheap DIY agility ladder and literally just jump in the box. Hey, guess what? The most basic of basic, hopscotch, right? You're hop on one foot. Again, it's so easy to just create fun ways to exercise and work out and to be a little bit more fit. So I'm gonna leave that with you guys. It is literally the day before Christmas, so here it is. Merry Christmas to you guys. Hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday with your family. Again, the important thing is family, not the gifts. So focus on making those memories. If you see your family members, give them a hug, tell them that you love them. If you don't see them, use that handy dandy phone and send that text message. Hey, Mom, love you, wish I could make it. FaceTime, all that stuff, man. So again, family is the most important thing. So cherish it. Love you guys, and yeah, have a good one.